Today's Extra.
And we're back on the Anglers Extra pregame show. Today, Chatham takes on Hyannis at Veterans Field. 7 p.m. is the first pitch. Joe Puccio here with Chatham manager Tom Holliday. Tom, an 8-1 win yesterday. What was your main takeaway from getting off the losing streak?
Well, if you're going to snap a losing streak, you've got to catch everything that's hit, you got to throw strikes, and you got to score some runs, and we did all three. And, the guys on the mound, that was a major turnaround for Tanner. Gabe Davis just did exactly what did his first time out, just proving that he's going to be a starting pitcher in the future for him. Benj came on in the ninth, and it was kind of fun to watch. Of course, we had enough cushion, but, just to watch a guy go out there and act like a closer, and it was kind of good to see that. So my take was we actually, we got some breaks. They made some errors. They threw some wild pitches with guys at third base and 2 outs, which is a run right there, which we haven't been scoring. So everything that we needed to snap that streak happened last night. And so tonight you got to turn around and play a game, and beat a team and go beat them the right way.
After the game, you mentioned that it's nice to have teams chase you rather than chase them. What was that feeling like?
Well, if somebody's 4-10 or whatever we were going into last night, the minute they see who they're playing, they feel confident. They feel like they're going to get some guy on the mound that's going to be throwing cupcakes or somebody that's just going to be beatable. And you got to stop that. You have to jump on somebody. And we did last night. We had a 5-run inning, early, and made life easier for our pitchers instead of being the other way around. And when we've gotten punched out, it's because we've had a really bad inning, and you really can't get anybody ready quick enough. We've had some quick heart attacks, on the mound. So, the kids need it. They got to get a little positive energy somewhere, and they got it last night. And again, the key is, don't go out and party and celebrate. It's just one game out of 40, but we needed something good to happen, and it did last night. So. Short memory, last night's over and you're back in your uniform, back doing it again.
8 runs on 15 hits. What'd you think of your offense?
We had probably 3 that they were fog-aided. Is there such a word? I don't know.
Sure.
And other than that, though, I think we had some guys. I thought Shuby hit the ball hard the other way last night and finally got rewarded. I thought Trice hit the ball hard 4 times out of 5. Which, again, the kid likes to hit. And we've only had him 3 days, but last night he showed you that, his bat's his favorite thing. That's his number one toy. And, I don't know. I go back. Caden Kent pulled 2 balls hard last night, which he hadn't pulled a ball in 2 weeks for me. Last night he hit 2 balls hard like a man. That's a good sign. We got a new shortstop, and not so much like he just jumped out and pounded the ball, but he got a couple 2-strike contacts that moved runners, that got guys in, and where we've been striking out a lot with 2 strikes. So, the good things, Matt Etzel, I think, is totally relaxed now and, had good at-bats, really good at-bats. So, I just hope last night's an indicator that we're going to be a better team.
Do you think your offense has shown that potential throughout this early season?
No, not at all. In fact, just the opposite. We had 2 or 3 guys carrying us, and they weren't carrying us very far. I don't know. Joe, I don't really like to look at statistics up here. Some guys do. Some I don't like to look at that. I got what I got. What I got is what I picked, so they're mine, and I want them all to have a great summer. But again, you got to take care of that on the mound or with the bat in your hand. So. I don't look at numbers, but no, we are not a high-scoring machine whatsoever. And boy, one bad inning on the mound, we've been punched out. Game over.
Tom Holliday here on the Manager Show. Tom, as a baseball whizzes right past me, what are you looking for out of Jack Sokol today?
Boy, Jack went out and threw strikes his first time out, got everybody excited. You just want a repeat performance, and Jack's one of those guys, I took him on a phone call, and he did exactly what his representation said he would do, and it was good. And if the kid gets drafted, good. If he doesn't, he's going to stay here and play. And that's all I ask. If it doesn't happen one way, just make sure you back it up the other way and So he's immediately at the top of our list, you know, and I'd like to have 3 or 4 good innings out of him tonight, turn it over to Carlos Ray, and then, you know, try to get to the point where we need to use Brodsky or Max, you know, to close it out. So kind of like the same expectations you always do, and like to stay away from burning your whole bullpen.
Tom, thanks as always.
You bet.
That's Tom Holliday on the Manager Show. Chatham and Hyannis coming up at 7 p.m. Let's send things over to Andrew Selver as the rest of the Anglers Extra pregame show continues.